Hello fellow rogues and alchemists, Fate Alchemist here, and welcome to another episode of Survival Stories 3. In the previous episode, I was cleaning up a magical disaster that was caused by Godfrey. Don't look at me like that, Godfrey. And in this episode, we're going to be solving power. I have a scheme in mind that should solve our power woes forever. So sit down, relax, and enjoy another episode of Survival Stories 3. Just giving this a little bit of a kickstart with my XP here. Get this up to the point where we can actually create enough mana steel, or rather Terra ingots, I should say, so I can make that Terra shatter, because it's going to make digging out the basement levels a lot easier. Give us something to do with all that XP we're getting. Love how the entire base is run off of creeper juice. The moment I've been waiting for is finally here, guys. I have enough to create the Terra Shatter. So let's get this over here. And let's get us some of our living wood. 2, 3, 4. I think that's all we need, right? Just 2? Yep. Alright, so boom with the sticks. Make ourselves a new mana tablet. We'll just leave that right here. And 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of these. Terra Shatter. Woo! Now by itself, right now this is uncharged. And we need to put this with mana. And this thing holds a lot of mana. It's like somewhere upwards of 30 mana pools worth. Once you get to that level, that thing can pretty much level or excavate an entire mountain like in one swipe. I mean, it gets ridiculous. But even if we get a 3x3 square, that's going to make me 9 times faster. You know what I mean? So we're going to charge this up. We need the help of our dominant spark again. Like mana pools, or sorry, like mana tablets, this will not despawn. You can just leave it like that forever. Which is good, because I need to put that in here. Now let's make sure that this is actually in receiving mode. And it's not. There we go. And that is just going to absorb all that mana. This is going to make us run dry again. But it's going to be so worth it. I mean, this is part of the reason why you want all this mana, so you can get this thing up and running. So I'm going to let this charge for a bit, and once we've got an appropriate amount of mana in there, I'll come back and you can see what this baby can actually do. This is one powerful pickaxe. We're back. Let me show you this now. Let me show you this. And we haven't even had it been in there for too long yet. We have a pretty good mana system, so check this out. Let's turn this sucker on. Yeah. So that's 3x3 right now. And once we got some space, we can increase our mana production. And I want to get the mana level of the mana production level of the Fade Tower at least started, because once I get that done, I can make this pickaxe even more potent, and it'll just make the digging out the rest of it that much easier. So that's my job. I'll come out and I got this thing cleared out. Alright, I didn't know this could happen. So I found a problem with using the Terra Shatter. When you use it to get dirt, and it does this, you'll get a big dirt monster. Very big dirt monster. And look how much hit points that thing has. Well, wow. Get dead, giant mud ball. Wow. Whoa. Wonder how big those things can get. Jeez. Sigh. No, jeez. Ah! So big. What happened here? What kind of magical waste was left behind to make this happen where the dirt freaking attacks you? Look at this. They combine into each other. I didn't know they did this. I'll tell you where I'm alright with this. Clay, slime pearls, and molten cores. At least I'm getting that. Jeez. Can't wait till I'm done with this patch of dirt. Because this is what happens. Man, I'm just done with them. I'm just going to ignore them. Gotta get this done. It's fine. It's alright. Thorns will kill him. Stop it! Alright. For you, it's just been a few moments. For me, it's been a few days. I have cleared out the area here. Got everything up here. And I think I could probably still clear out some of the space over here because it's not quite to the edge yet, but this was enough room for me to actually build in, I think. And then down here we got this. And look, I have some friends. I have Horse and his best friend Dirt Yeti. Dirt Yeti's been giving me a hard time of late, him and all his friends. Welcome back, everybody. So here's where we're at right now. These mana pools are all set to their maximum distances, 12 blocks apart. And up here, this will be where all the machines are to use the mana. And this will be the place where all the mana is generated. If you see this spark here connects to all of them above. So this will be the master spark that feeds everything else. Now this is down low because it's only going to attach to this guy. And same will be true for all these other little pits here once they're filled. Now as far as mana collection, it's going to be fairly easy. It's just going to be, I want to power my base with TNT. So like this thing right here, except much faster, a lot more of it. Don't mind Dirt Yeti. We'll just let him bounce around. He's happy. He's fine. So I'm going to make chambers over here that contain our mobs that will be generating our TNT. So what I'm thinking of doing here is creating a bunch of spawners for those missile creepers because they, I believe, drop TNT directly. And we'll mix them up with the normal creepers and things. And I want to make it out of the same blocks we did over here. Because I like how strong this is. Of course, that means that we're going to need a lot of obsidian. So tired of those guys. And the way we're getting obsidian right now is through this guy, which is all well and good, except it requires lots of blood at the moment. And oh, that's not how this one works. We needed a wrench for this. Oh well, we'll just break it the old-fashioned way. I'm tired of bleeding out to get our lava. So, I mean, I made the roof. This whole thing is capped with obsidian. And I made that whole thing, all that obsidian. This was all made from my blood. Okay? I don't want to do that again. I'm still lightheaded from it. Still eating iron tablets. So what we're going to do is see if we can maybe automate that using this. A magma crucible. We have what we need. And this is the resonant version. Now I'm a little bit worried. Let's I'm kind of curious like how much it's going to use a lot. And what we can do is make it use less power. We're wanting to make these, which isn't too bad by the looks of it. Ooh, Cryothium. That's a new one. Well, I think we can make this. Cryothium is going to be our sticking point there. So let us start the hunt for Cryothium. There we go. Let us use, pulverizer. Brilliant. Did this thing did we get saltpeter from this machine? That would be amazing if we did. Oh, we did. It's right there. Oh, yeah. All right, that's fabulous. I'm so happy our build structure is actually helping us out. That is amazing. Bam. Whoa. Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you, Saltpeter. Snow. You break up the snowballs? You won't. And Silk Touch, my nemesis. Okay. I can't believe I have to resort to this. Need to make a freaking wooden shovel. I can't believe this. Okay. There we go. Shovel. Thank you. So, are you going to be shapeless? Bam. Alright. That stuff looks cool. No pun intended. Make one. And then for the second one, we can make the second one. For the third one, we can make the third one. That was the most painless crafting I've ever done in my life. I'm very proud of myself. Oh, look at that. It's not often I catch that on camera. It's actually working. Okay. I think we just saw like 3 mana systems. Look at that. They're all shooting. Oh, I love that. You can see it through the floor using the monocle that I have. Oh, and you can see the particles shooting from my sparks right there. Oh, it is a beautiful sight. Okay. So now we're going to do that. Okay, it's struggling. It's struggling. Alright, I'm back. So here's what we're going to do. We're going lightning power. This is going to be a journey, guys, because we need 9 of these, and each one of these has several steps to it. And, oh yeah. We are going to be busy for a while with this one. But fortunately, thanks to our uncrafting table and our lumium, we did get a lot of steel. I don't know if it'll be enough, but I'm going to make what I can. So, here we go. So we're only missing steel. That's fine. Because do you know how we get steel? We're going to make a blast furnace. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. This is how we make steel. We're going to let that cook for a second. Our lumium is going to generate lots of treasure for us, and it does tend to create a lot of food and a lot of steel armor. That's how we got the steel to begin with. It's going to use up a lot of mana, but thanks to our cursed earth, which we actually got from this machine, we were able to have this thing run passively. Not at full capacity, but consistency is key. Alright, that was a crazy session, guys. This chest is full. We got all sorts of good stuff in here. This has become a little bit of a source of thaumium for us. In addition to, got 2 stacks of diamonds now. A lot of ender pearls. I have tons of food in there. A lot of these I kept dropping them off. this bag of holding was given to me with soulbound, along with this other bag of holding with soulbound, and this other bag of holding, bedrockium, all the steel stuff, and a legendary sword. It's crude, but that's not even enchanted yet, guys. That sucker, it's gonna hurt when we enchant that thing. Let's get back to our crafting spree here. I hope. Oh, look at that. Exactly 9. And that's the first level out of 3. There were a few other items that we found while doing our treasure grinding for steel. Those were some more ancient trees, and I planted them behind me. We got this really awesome pair of really awesome looking trees right here. And then we have this monstrosity. That's a tree. It grew that way. I don't... No. Were we trying to make a worse... Wait. Lotta leaves? Salix leaves? This tree has 2 different types of leaves in it. Were we trying to make a worse birch? I mean... I literally don't even know where to begin with this thing. The heck is this? Oh. So, and instead of taking years and using this, I could have just been going, nah, and meh. That's all I had to do. I'm a little miffed at the moment. That would have been so much easier. That would have been all the easiers. Excuse me, I need to borrow you for a second. This... Yep. That's ridiculous. Okay. Whatever. There we go. Got 7 done in that. And yeah. I feel like this is not the best use of coal coke. We're gonna put you back. I don't want to waste it on that. Alright, it's time we've been waiting for. Let's fire this baby up. So I'm going to try to do this all off the top of my head here. So this is quite dangerous. I mean, me remembering this, I mean, it's odds are bad, but we're going to try it. Okay, so this is the base. Oh, all right. Now we need 4 of those, I think. And that in the middle. And fences, I think. And then we need to go light engineering block. And fences. And one of those. That's looking pretty cool. hopefully we don't fry ourselves with this. Alright. Let's do it. Oh! Did it work? No, it didn't. Okay, I'll have to check my schematic, and I'll be right back. I'm going to take a little nap here for a second, guys, while I explain what I've been doing wrong. So, I'm going to admit that magic is more my forte than technology. And what we have here, I think, is 4 different ways of making this thing. All we need is just this lower part here. So, this is all very impressive looking. But it's not needed apparently. So really all you need to do is just put them here. Now, normally we'd have to make a mesh of these up above because you never know where lightning's going to strike. Well, I don't have that issue now, do I? So let's get our sword and still? Really? Okay. Alright, thing. Let's make a bit of a mesh here. It's going to look a little bit derpy. I need to make sure that this actually hits. Okay. This should be working. That's disappointing. Well, this is a mystery that I need to solve. And so we're going to use our little research facility. It's the first time I've shown this on camera. So this is our virtual reality land here, and I've been doing some testing on various things. And it turns out that this lightning rod here, it will not accept lightning from any other source than what is naturally generated. So that's why it wasn't working. The rod itself actually creates an algorithm in-game where when there's a storm, this thing will actually generate a power-producing bolt. It doesn't work if anything else creates that bolt. And I guess that's important for balance. It's just a little bit sad because I actually went through a lot of work to create that thing. So I also been trying to see if we could use something like a weather obelisk, but it doesn't seem to work even in creative. I can't seem to get anything to happen with that. It needs fire water. I've been filling it up here, but even if you connect it up and get all the pipes configured correctly, it won't work. And I think it has something to do with the fact that when I play survival stories, I'm in a server, even if it is a server of 1. And maybe there's a way to change this, but I don't know. But a lot of servers ban weather controlling apparatuses. So I don't think that this thing works. So that's what's happening here. Wah, wah, wah. And that's that. So while it's sad that that little trick I thought would work with the lightning and the lightning rod doesn't work, we still have a lightning rod. And once we have more infrastructure here, we can make a lot of steel, and we can actually set up a grid up high. And I think I'll hide it in one of the turrets of the Fade Towers so it's not a complete eyesore. And if thunderstorm ever does happen, well hey, it only has to strike once and we'll have a ton of what power. That'd be pretty dang cool. And I'll just keep my booties on. Alright everyone, so thank you so much for watching. We still have the power generation issue to solve, but we'll get that in the next episode. Until next time, thank you so much for enjoying Survival Stories 3. Don't forget to check out Sassy Rogue on the other side of the channel. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy what you saw. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye everybody.
Creeper!
Oh jeez.